Hi, everybody, from the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium here on the campus of Owen County High School in Owenton, Kentucky, where tonight the 2025-26 basketball season gets underway as the Lady Warriors of Owen County get set to host the Western Hills Lady Wolverines. I'm Brian Blair, happy to be with you. Happy to be joined alongside my main man, Braden Howard. Braden, we are 8 minutes and 32 seconds away from tip-off of this season. And I am glad that basketball season is back.
Yes, even though I hate winter extremely and it's cold, snowy, basketball season has to be one of my favorite times of year. Especially here in the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium, seeing these Owen County teams.
Hopefully that fixed the problem.
You do seem a little louder.
Good. Sometimes that's not nothing for me. Taking a look at this ball game tonight, Braden, you talked about the Owen County Lady Rebels. They're coming in under the direction of Amy Woman, who, by my count, is in her 9th season here in Owen County. This ball club over the last 10 years has been the dominating force in this 31st district. They won again last year, their 10th straight regional title. And when you look at this team come back this year, and you and I were talking about it before we came on here tonight, it's a team that on the roster is full of youth, but it's a team that has a lot of experience coming back when you go down this list of players. And we'll start right off with Kylie Stepp, lone senior, or the second senior on this team. But the most experienced player there that Wesselman has coming back, besides Chloe McGuire, transferred. But as far as the team is concerned, you're looking at Kylie Steffen, you're looking at a couple of sophomores, Chloe Dempsey, Hannah Mason, who played a lot of basketball, and then the aforementioned Chloe McGuire, who transferred from Carroll County over the summer. This team's very experienced, even though they're young.
Well, and you like you mentioned, last year we saw Chloe Dempsey getting a lot of minutes. She was a very key piece team, averaging 6 rebounds a game for the year. Very strong player, and you saw how she progressed throughout the season, and I think we'll only see that as this season goes on as well.
Looking at the rest of the ladies on this basketball team for Owen County, a couple of familiar faces who are going to be asked to really step up their game this year. And a couple of them that come to mind for me, and we talked about it already, saw her in the JV game earlier, is soft Brooklyn Elliott. We're also going to be looking at junior Addison Kincaid. And, of course, junior Lucy Hardesty are going to be some players who are really going to be dependent on a lot more for this team if they want to, take another district title.
What are they going to go to 11?
11
in a row.
Yeah.
It's definitely achievable. With the season just now starting, I'm not really sure how the rest of the district folds up, but it always seems that it's competitive, and it seems to have gotten more competitive over the years. I can think going back to 2024. My sister's senior year, they kind of got a scare in that district championship game. I think it was Trimble County, or
it was over at Carroll.
It was at Carroll against
Yeah.
Trimble. They came out really hot against Owen County. The Owen County couldn't get shot ball, but they were able to make adjustments and end up winning their 9th district championship in a row.
Lady Rebels 16 and 15 a year ago. As we said, they won their 10th straight 30th district. They lost the first round of the 8th region tournament to Grant County. And Grant County, really, the game was close for about a quarter and a half, and then Grant County pulled away and controlled much of the second half. But Coach Wesselman comes in here with 155 career wins. And when you talk about some of the players that are returning, you also need to mention some of the ones that aren't here anymore. And that starts right away with Zoe Webster. She averaged 6.4 points a game, 2.3 rebounds last year. Kaylee Gibson, 4.3 points, 5.4 boards, and Jasmine Titt, 2.2 points and 3.7 rebounds. When you look at the top of that list, and Zoe Webster was the point guard. I mean, she was the general out there, and it's going to be a big job for, and we'll talk about her as the game goes on, but for 8th grader Salem Drennan to come out and try to replace the leadership that Zoe Webster provided to this team.
And that was one of the things that I was trying to figure out going into this game is, we see Kylie Stephen, who could really play just about any position on the court at this level. She's probably going to bring the ball up the court a lot. You could really see her as a point guard, facilitator of the team, but you're also going to need her as a scorer.
Yep.
So I think that's something that we'll see as the year goes on, how she transitions into that role. Probably see her play up to 2 a lot this year, but I could also see her playing down to a 3 or 4.
We'll get into West Hills as the game goes on tonight. But one of the things, and we talk about this a lot, obviously, first game of the year, you've got jitters. It is the first time all season, first time, so practice started that you're playing in here with the bleachers pulled out. And the court is shrunk, and you're playing against somebody wearing another color uniform, and against somebody you don't know very well. And that can be nerve-wracking. There's obviously jitters coming out here, and it will be interesting tonight to see which team can kind of shake those jitters the quickest.
And that's why they schedule these games like this, too. It seems like we talk about this every single non-district game when the Rebels are playing. Coach Wesselman schedules these teams for a reason.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how good Western Hills is. They may be some extraordinary team that we just don't really know about. But even these teams outside of our district, especially ones that play in Franklin County, in Fayette County, probably Anderson County more than we do, they just make the Lady Rebels better. Playing these tougher teams make them better. Yes, it might affect the record at the end of the day, but come February and March, district championships are all that matter.
Western Hills last season, 17-14. They made it to the 41st District tournament. They were in the semifinals and lost Great Crossing. And their head coach, Anna Hughes, she's in the 4th year here at the school, and she's won or had winning seasons 2 of the previous 3 seasons she's been at Elm. Last year, these two teams got together on January 24th in Frankfort. Owen County won 64-61. Kylie Stephan led the way for the Lady Rebels with 21 points, and Owen County that night had shot 25 of 35 from the throw line. 35 free throws in that contest. As a team last year, the Lady Rebels only shot 61%, and I'm sure that is something that Coach Wesselman is hoping to improve upon this year. We'll run down our corporate sponsors as the evening goes on. We are about set. If Braden sounds distracted, he's watching the Tyndall Cardinals play the Arkansas Razorbacks right now on his phone. So I'm going to say that and get this thing started. But we're going to turn it over here to the public address announcer in a moment for our national anthem and our starting lineups. Starting lineups have been announced. We'll run them for you again. First of all, for Western Hills, they're going to run a player junior Madison Armstrong, a senior Bree Wolf, another senior Sakota Wilder, a sophomore Malika Campbell, and a senior Shelby Simpson. Be watching for Simpson, Wilder, and Wolf. They are the three returning starters, leading scorers from the team a year ago. The Lady Rebels is going to be Chloe McGuire, Chloe Dempsey, Hannah Mason, Salem Drennan, and Kylie Steffen. And this basketball season is underway. Salem Drennan running the point for Lady Rebels, left-handed and a raider. Welcome to high school basketball, young lady.
Yeah, heck of a start for sure.
If you're watching at home, realizing we do have some sound issues we're working on, so patient with that as Kylie Steffen misses her first shot of the year. Missed everything. Don't say nerves aren't real, because she's a good shooter. Owen County running a little 1-3-1. They're going to force Western Hills, Jana Hughes, to take a timeout. So we are 37 seconds into this game, and we already have a timeout as Owen County may have surprised the Lady Wolverines right there.
Yeah, the Lady Rebels came out hot in the full court press. You know, even after the missed baskets, they were able to set up that full court defense there and really surprised the Wolverines. Almost got the 10-second call there.
I mentioned these top three scorers for Western Hills. Malia Campbell, 14.6 points last year. Bree Wolf, 12.5. Shelby Simpson, 7.3 points. And Sakota Wilder, she only played 19 games last year and averaged 11.3 a game. So, Lady Wolverines, man, they have numbers that are really tough to tell. That is Wilder with the basketball, dribbling to her left. Pretty good defense right out of the shoot for the Lady Rebels as Armstrong lobs it down underneath. Nice catch. And a baby hook off the window, no good by Malia Campbell. Western Hills able to control the offensive glass. Showing a lot of patience here in this early going, and that's just an
I don't know if there's any attack there.
Bree Wolf had the basketball and went by Salem Drennan, and the ball came out of the official's hands, and he called the foul on Drennan. And we are a minute and 23 seconds into this, and we have our first from the officials.
We need to work on an instant replay.
Man-to-man right now by Owen switching. Here's a three on the way, and good. That is going to be Madison Armstrong making her first basket of the year. The Lady Wolverines lead it 3-0. Mason drives in, gets it, I think, partially blocked, and West Hills comes the other way. Goes Wilder. That could have been a foul, but Steffen strips it away. Tough pass. McGuire tries to save it, and can't do it. Good idea, just not a great pass. And a turnover by the Lady Rebels. You know, we mentioned Chloe McGuire here from Carroll County. Had a nice year last year, led the team about 13.5 points a contest. Nice pass, layup, good. And that is Sakota Wilder, and all of a sudden 5-0. It's always interesting, though, how she gels. Obviously, she practiced all winter, all fall long. But how do you gel when the games are real? There's a missed shot, and quickly the other way goes Armstrong. And a foul. She went high off the window, and McGuire got her with the body. Be her first, team second. Now remember the rule. I have a an out-of-date score sheet because it still lists half team fouls all the way at 10, but we know that now with the quarters, it's 5 per quarter, and you're in the 1-and-1. Free throw up and good by Madison Armstrong.
I will say that it's taken a little bit to get used to.
Yep.
You see it happen in the game and like completely forget about it. Like, why are they shooting the 1-and-1 here?
I liked it last year though. I thought it kind of sped things up a little bit. That should be Owen basketball, and neither official. Yep, now they got it. Kylie Steffen knocked it off Madison Armstrong's knee out of bounds. I thought it did speed things up, and I thought it added to some strategy as well late in the game.
So it definitely changed the game. Because now, when you get fouled, you get 2 free throws. Sometimes the front end of those 1-and-1, there's too much pressure on them sometimes. But now they don't have that.
Here's Kincaid for 3. It's good. Nice pass from Kylie Steffen. Addis Kincaid takes the lid off for Owen County, and she knocks in a 3 to cut the lead in half. And a push on Kylie Steffen. So the Lady Rebels already committed 3 team fouls. Speaking of rule clock in high school basketball, that it's going to be yet, but talk about changing the game. That's going to be something to really get used to. I'm excited to see it. Here's a 3 on the wing, strong off the window.
So a couple years ago when the Lady Rebels
driving and gets ahead.
A couple years ago when the Lady Rebels went to California to play in that tournament, they had a shot clock out there, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 30 seconds. It might have been longer, but I don't think so. I think it was 30 seconds. They said it changed a little bit, but really just the style of play that the Lady Rebels will continue to play on, that little fast pace. They didn't really have an issue with it.
I've talked to some of the coaches here. I'm in a class every day with the 8th Region JV Coach of the Year, Chad McDonald. And I don't think, and he doesn't really think, that it's going to make, for most teams, it's not going to make a lot of difference throughout much of the game. Now, late game, it could. But throughout the average flow, he doesn't think it's going to be a big deal for most teams. Kincaid drops it off. Dempsey, nice fake. Steffen, another shot from the same spot she missed earlier. No good, but Kincaid the rebound. Nice pass. Up and good. Dempsey. That was Mason to Dempsey. And I know that Coach Wesselman would love to see more of that as the year goes on.
They look like a really good basketball team there. Pass.
Yep.
Getting the ball out of your hands quick, finding the more open man.
Speaking of good basketball player, that is Sakota Wilder with her first free of the year. She now has 5 and it's 10-5. Mason drives, reverse, no good. Rebound, Western Hills looking to run. Drops it off, gives it back to Wilder, no good. Nice 2-man action right there, but can convert. And the Lady Rebels coming right back in a hurry. Nice pass this time to Kincaid. She missed it. And that is Western Hills basketball. So action sped up all of a sudden. 3:11 to go, first quarter. Don't worry, folks. I do have a trivia question.
We need a sponsor for that.
The Amigos KHSAA trivia. Wilder at the free throw line going to work. Maybe got a little too deep right there. Shelby Simpson has now in the corner. She kicks it to check that number. Oh, almost a carry. Wilder, a little pull-up, no good. Rebound, put back up and in, and that is Shelby Simpson, and that's too easy. You can't let the opposing team get one that close to the bucket. kicked out of bounds. I apologize, and if you are watching anybody betting Western Hills tonight, I do not have a 32 on my roster. I took it right off the KHSAA website, so I will try to catch who she is. But if you know who that is and you want to put a message in the chat, that would be awesome. I went over pronunciations, but I didn't go over numbers. Should have done that. 12-5. Here's Drennan to win now. Needs to get it in. Does Dempsey. And she gives it right back, but that's a tough place. Corner. Drennan got fouled. I think that's going to be on Kara McDonald. Number 2. Yep, her first. First foul in the Lady Wolverines. And Owen County will inbound the exact same spot they did a minute ago. And run the same play, and inbound comes in, and a basket from Drennan to Mason. Good-looking inbound play right there. 12-7. Into the paint. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Owen County. And we're going to get a foul, and I think I'm going to get to hear the name of who this is.
I didn't get it either.
I didn't catch it.
Send a text to our PA.
12-7, under 2 to go, first quarter. Downloaded Dempsey up near the free throw line. She is being harassed and fouled. And it's going to be the second on number 32.
I sent a text down there.
Still can't quite catch it. The PA system here is not the greatest. Substitution for Western Hills. Owen County inbound in the corner. Elliott 3 ball. No rebound. Comes down to number 32. We're going to get a foul. I think that's going to be on Chloe Dempsey. And it is.
That is the fifth foul.
So number 32 at free throw line. Free throw is good. Her first points, 13-7. Western Hills on top by 6. Minute 44 left in the first quarter. No good on the second. Rebound saved under the basket. Western Hills. Wolf with it. Now that's at hands of Armstrong. Down low, basket and good. That is Malia Campbell. And quickly the other way, and a turnover. 15-7, Lady Rebels down 8. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Stephen,
See it. They let Brooklyn get away with one up at the top there.
I thought so
and
too.
it's called what most likely a jump ball.
That's the second on Stephen. And she is quickly going to come out as the free throw line. Got a good looking stroke. make first to extend the lead to 16-7. No good on the second. Rebound and jump ball or foul? Jump ball. And it will stay with Western Hills. Armstrong to inbound underneath their own basket. Standing right in front of the Owen County cheerleaders. Looking all the way to Wolf. Hot fake, drives, and missed it. And Elliott tried to take it away, and then we're going to get a jump ball, and it should be Owen County basketball, and it is. Salem Drennan jumped in there and forced the tie. Bree Wolf went right by Drennan on the drive, but couldn't make the layup. Owen County avoided one right there. They're down 9, but it could have been more. Oh, and there's a foul up top, and that's going to go on Kara McDonald, and I heard for 2. Just the 4th team foul on Western Hills. Dakota Wild back into the game as McDonald will check out. Kincaid to inbound, gets to Drennan. The 8th grade point guard for this team. Kincaid up top. He's already made one from there. Now drives, stops, and foul. I thought they might have gotten her for a travel. So, number 32 for Western Hills is Ava Curtis, a 7th grader. As Kincaid misses the first. (16-7), 31.8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kincaid, the first basket of the night, misses both free throws, gets her own rebound. Passes back up top to Mason. She finds herself in the lane, now to Elliott. Emily Cornett in there for Owen County, wearing number 40. Down to 15 seconds. Pass knocked away and stolen. Western Hills will get the final shot of the quarter. That's Wolf. Down low, that is up and in, and that is too easy for Malia Campbell. And at the end of the quarter, the shot will go. And we have played 8 minutes here at the Grit, and it is 18-7. Western Hills on top. All right. It's trivia time. You ready?
To start season 0-1, yes.
All right, no, I got a shot at this one. And if you're listening out tonight, let us know. Join the chat. Let us know where you're listening from. And if you know the trivia question, feel free to answer. This is open to anyone. We're playing for pride. There's nothing on the line except hey, you can yell into the living room and say, "Honey, I got the trivia question." Or she might yell in and say, "I got it before you did." Here we go. Louisville Cardinal, because your Cards have beaten my Wildcats 2 times in the last month. Trivia question. Freedom Hall, the former home of the Louisville Cardinals. A fun place to watch a basketball game. Also hosted many state championship basketball games in the course of its life. It opened up with play December 21st, 1956. Do you know, Braden Howard, who was Louisville's first opponent at Freedom Hall? And I'll give you a hint. It wouldn't have been at the time, but today it would be an ACC matchup. So don't tell me just yet. Think about it. We'll see if anybody online watching tonight knows
I've got a couple of guesses, just that I could think we would maybe have played.
Hall of Famer Dave O having some issues with the clock. Now, I do know during practice they use the clock a lot, and it has a mind of its own, let's just say, the clock does down there. It can be a little persnickety. And I don't mean Dave. I mean the clock, the actual clock. We are good, and we are back to play. Wilder has it first for Western Hills. Now Wolf. To Wilder. She's the lefty with a nice looking jump shot. Misses that one, and rebound corralled by Dempsey, who almost threw it away. Elliott up on the wing to Cornett. Now to Kincaid. Rebels moving the basket quickly. Boys on the road tonight. Their first one is tonight, ironically, at Western Hills, and that looked like a good jump ball, but a foul call on Madison Armstrong, her first, and the team's first of the quarter. I think sometimes Braden officials anticipate there's going to be a foul, and instead of just letting it play out, they blow the whistle too soon.
That might be the understatement of the year right there.
But I get the award for Captain Obvious right there. Kincaid misses on this end for Owen County. Western Hills has it back with an 18-7 lead. Wolf drives it in off the window. No. Rebound controlled and put up by Shelby Simpson. Good. And Western Hills able to control the loose ball. Seems like Western Hills has done a great job on the offensive boards, being able to come away with second and third shots when necessary.
Yeah, right now, that has been the Lady Rebels' weakness, getting these offensive rebounds, and they almost let another one get away.
Up another one. Quickly the other way. Owen County, that's Cornett. Stefan on the bench with 2 fouls, but she is at the scorer's table, ready to check in at the next dead ball. Here's Cornett. And she gets a little ticky-tack foul right there. Bump. That's going to go on Bree Wolf. That's her first and the team's second. So we have a guess.
That's a good guess. Yeah.
That is a very good guess.
That was in like my top 5 ones that I was going to guess. That's not the one that I was going to guess.
That's a very good guess.
And I just got louder. Something happened.
Oh, nice block by Malia Campbell to knock that one out of bounds. As Hannah Mason said she was going to get an easy one right there.
Our sound engineer did something. I'm not sure what he did.
And down to Elliott in the corner. Now Mason. Steph taking 2 shots so far tonight. Miss being guarded tightly up top by Armstrong. Here's Kincaid. Good off the front iron and a rebound. Western Hills. Who would have thought that Addison Kincaid and Callie Stephan would have the same number of 3-point attempts? That is a pretty jump shot by Sakota Wilder, and Owen County will call a timeout. They are down to 21-7. That young lady can shoot it. All right, what's your guess?
Syracuse.
What's your next guess?
Duke.
I'm going to give you one more guess.
There's too many ACC teams now. You've had like SMU and the California.
Oh, no. It wouldn't. It would. Yeah, this. This is. I'm going to give it away with this. This is ACC basketball only.
But then it's got to be Notre Dame.
It is Notre Dame. It was first ever game. Notre Dame and Louisville and Notre Dame and Kentucky used to play a lot basketball. So congratulations.
Oh, that's my mother that put that on there. I bet Dad told her that.
Now, there was a game in the building a couple of days before, I read, that Bellarmine, who actually that I believe is their home court or was their home court for a while, they went to Division I, but Bellarmine played an exhibition game in there, as did Western Kentucky State University before they were Coach Diddle had his boys in there for a game. So it technically wasn't the first basketball game played in Freedom, but it was the first Louisville game played in Freedom Hall. So there you go. You are kind of 0 for 1 because it took guesses, but hey.
I should have went with my instincts. I said that was a good guess.
Well, I even said that was a good guess.
Yeah.
Bree Wolf commits foul. Already Western Hills at 3. Here's Drennan up top, no good. Should as soon as she let go. She went
said
after
they worked together to get that answer.
Okay. Oh,
that is all Owen County.
It is. And a good call by the official. So does that mean your dad on the computer and your mom was on her phone? Is that what they worked together? Is that what that means?
Maybe Mom's on her phone. Dad was probably scrolling through Twitter when he heard the answer. He got the ball game on the Louisville game on the TV.
Malia Campbell with the miss. Owen County the other way. Owen County's got to find a rhythm offensively. They've had a couple of possessions where they look pretty good. Got a fast break basket here, but just not any flow right now in offense. That will help. That will definitely help as Chloe Dempsey knocks down a triple, and it is 21-10.
And credit to Western Hills, too. Their defense has been suffocating.
Yes.
Especially when they got it into the full court. Getting the traps here on the corner on the inbound play.
Oh, my. Another three on the way. Good. And that young lady's having herself a good little night, too. Madison Armstrong now has 7. That is her second triple of the game. So 24-10, Owen County answered. And then, Owen County hit a 3, and then West Hills answered right away. Kylie Steffen last year made 41 threes. As she gets fouled on her way to the. Did they count baskets?
So is continuation a thing in high school basketball now?
I don't know. That was definitely on the floor. But basket is good, and Steffen gets her first basket. So if you're watching at home, the sound is still a little bit of an issue. Get it. But it's the best we're going to be able to do tonight. So we will work on that. But if you were watching tonight, apologize for the sound. Kylie Steffen makes the free throw. 24-13. Kylie Steffen made 40 threes last year for Owen County. The rest of the players on the team who were returning this year, take Chloe McGuire out of it, made 11 all combined. So it is big to have Chloe McGuire because she can give you a little bit of that shooting from the outside. But it would be nice to see somebody else, and Kincaid's made one tonight. We've seen Chloe Dempsey make one tonight. For somebody else to be willing to step up and have the confidence to shoot 3 balls. That free throw hit back iron and dives into the basket. 25-13 is Malia Campbell now has 5. Second one, good. 26-13 as Western Hills is doubled up on Owen County. We are halfway through the second quarter. Steffen sets a hard screen. Kincaid knocks this away and stole. Oh, and accidentally with the trip. They're going to call the foul. That is one of those plays, where you have to call a foul, but it's like in the NFL when wide receiver gets tripped and it's an incidental contact. I almost wish basketball would do that because it does keep her from getting to the basket. Get that, but it's completely incidental. And maybe wrong in that. That's okay if I there's a nice inbounds pass up and in. Buck from Kara McDonald, and it's 28-13. Quickly the other way. Elliott can't score, and the rebounds control Western Hills. There's McDonald again. Stops and tops after the dish from Wilder. And all of a sudden it is Western Hills taking control of this game. Steffen tries a wide reverse layup. No good. Quickly the other way. Come, Lady Wolverines. Armstrong. Now to McDonald. Here's a three. Armstrong, no good. Rebound, Elliott. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Elliott steps into a three. That's no good. Controlled by Curtis. And a full timeout going to be taken here by Jana Hughes from Western Hills. I think her team was a little run down, a little tired, and she took that timeout.
The pace has definitely helped the Wolverines tonight. They sped up the game, got the Lady Rebels in transition here, forced some turnovers that led to some wide baskets on the other end, and now they are in full control of the ball game.
Yeah, it's been a tough night for Owen County offensively, and you look up there and obviously defensively as well, but they just have not been able to get in any rhythm at all on the offensive end of the floor. And Drennan running the point. She's an 8th grader. She's learning how to do this at the varsity level. Chloe McGuire hasn't been out there as much as I thought. She started the game and hasn't really been on the floor a lot. But Western Hills, pretty good team so far tonight. Play well together. You're right. Offensively, they get after it. And you can tell they've played a lot together because they tend to know where each other is on the floor with their passing.
And they've really not had a lot of turnover themselves either.
No.
Their passes that they've made have been good, strong passes in an open lane.
Two and a half to go here in the first half. Lady Rebels need a spark before halftime. McDonald with it. Driving was wild. It gets cut off top. And a three by McDonald.
2.
Oh, a 2. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Foot was the line.
Hannah Mason, a strong take. And it is 32-15. Like what I've seen out of Hannah Mason so far tonight. Aggressive. There's a wild shot. Good Elliott. Pretty easy rebound there. Tell you what, Brooklyn Elliott, you watch her in practice, she's so athletic. She could really do a lot with this club. It's just going to take her some time to kind of get used to that role. Driving Mason, stops, drops it off. Dempsey, up, and a foul. I thought that was going to go in, but a foul going to go on Bree Wolf, and I believe that's her 3rd. Yes. That's going to send Chloe Dempsey to the line. Shout out to the JV team tonight and Hallie Reed. Lady Rebels were down 29-19 at the start of the 4th quarter tonight. Came all the way back, forced a turnover, and Tyree made a layup from a pass from Zoe Bond. With about 4 seconds left to give Owen County the lead, and that was it. Lady Rebels won it 31-29 as the second free throw is no good. But they were out of that game for much of the night and rallied in the fourth quarter. Good for them. Good for soon-to-be A3 JV Coach of the Year on the girls, Christina Johnson. There's a ball out of bounds. It's going to go to Owen County off the missed shot. So we'll have to have the boys JV one tonight because Christina's 1-0. Wonder what is. 32-16 minutes to go. Mason to Stephen. 18-foot short. Rebound. Dempsey and a bullet pass. That's amazing. That was a great idea. The two of them kind of laughed about it a little bit because she threw a rocket at
And it
her.
almost worked.
It did. 58.7 to go. Wilder pulls up, no good. And over the back, absolutely on Ava Curtis, the seventh grader.
You know, that might be the first time I've seen that called in like 3 or 4 years in high school basketball.
You had to call that one.
And I'm not even sure why they called that one. I mean, I understand why. It like a foul to me, but
He actually called it a push.
oh, well,
It wasn't the actual over the back.
so there we go. It still stands.
Sure what we got here. Got player injured. Okay, so that is the fifth team foul. The board only had 4. I only had 4. So it will be the fifth as it's going to send Kylie Steffen to the free throw line. Knocks in the first. You know, this is one area where I know Wesselman would love to see her team improve. They were 61% last year as a team from the free throw line. And I know it's one area that if you ask Kylie Steffen, she'd want to improve upon as well. And so far on this season, she's 3 for 3, which she'll miss the next one because I said something. But 45 seconds to go, 32-18. If Owen County could get a stop and somehow get this under 10 before the break, it would be huge. But that's going to be even tougher right now as Malia Campbell picks up some rebound and puts it up and in. Chloe Dipsy picks up her second foul. And Campbell at the line where she's 2 of 2 tonight. No good on that one. 36 seconds, Steffen the rebound. Tyree up top to Kincaid. She'll shoot that. Elliott down to 20 seconds. Steffen being double teamed. Now single coverage for Tyree. She dribbles it out of bounds with 10.7. Just like right there, there's no continuity right now. There's a little bit of frustration. 7 seconds. I'd watch Dakota while they're taking this. Nope. Lob down low to Campbell. No good. Rebound. No good. And the put back. Kincaid, pretty good defense right there to keep Campbell from putting that one in. But we have reached the end of the first half. Owen County down 34-18 to Western Hills. We're going to step aside here for a couple of minutes, add up the scores, catch our breath back to give you the first half numbers right after this. Welcome back to halftime here at Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium. I'm Blair alongside Braden Howard. Owen County trails Western Hills at the half, 34-18. I'd like to take a moment or 5 to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Our corporate sponsors will be with us all year long, and we'll run down that list. Adidas, Amigo, Ascraft Realty, Bluegrass Care Navigators, Bourne Law Office, Broadline, Bush Realty, CCU, Call Family Pharmacy, Double B Beasters, Eads Logging, the Oak Creek Hunt Club, Family Billiards Pool Hall, German American, Golden Triangle Realty, Golden Triangle Roofing, Graphics for Athletics, H&W Dukes, Hudl's Auto Sales, IGA, Kelly Brothers, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kentucky State Target Association, K&K Timbers, Kentucky Tumble, McDonald's, NAS, the National Guard, Owen Electric, Owenton Healthcare, Owen Pawn and General Store, Perry Logistics, Snappy Tomato Pizza, Southern States, State Farm, Texas S Bow Hunting Ranch, and Young's Screen Printing. Thanks to all of you for your support of Owen County Athletics. Taking a look at the first half scoring. First of all, for the visitors from Frankfort and Western Hills were led in scoring by a couple of players who finished the half with 8 points. Dakota Wilder had 8. Malia Campbell finished with 8 points. Madison Armstrong had 7. McDonald came off the bench with 6. Shelby Simpson and Ava Curtis each with 2 each. And Bree Wolf had a free throw for 1 point. For Owen County, they were led in the first half by Chloe Dempsey. She had 6 points. Hannah Mason, or Kylie Stillman had 5. Hannah Mason had 4. And Addison Kincaid made the first basket of the game and did not score again. And she finished with 3. A lot of work to do for the Lady Rebels here in the second half. 34 points it's a lot to give up in a first half. However, offensively, you just weren't able to get anything going, and that's something they're really going to have to work on here in the second half.
Yeah, one thing that the Wolverines did to the Lady Rebels was really force them to take those outside shots. They didn't get a lot inside the paint, which it worked to the Wolverines' advantage because the threes weren't falling that much either. So the Wolverines got the Lady Rebels right in one of them. I expect to see some more pressure coming out into the second half from the Wolverines. The Lady Rebels are going to have to find a way to get open, find some shots in the paint, maybe to take some mid-range jumpers. Something to shake up that defense.
They have not yet come out of the locker room, and there are 15 seconds to go before they are supposed to be on the floor. And here they come.
That should be the next investment clock in the locker room.
A lot of places have them. You know, you see that in a lot of locker rooms. They'll have a clock telling you exactly how much time you have left. So let's see who Coach Wesselman run here as their starting 5.
They better run quick. I can't believe the referees are letting them go to the bench.
So we're going to see, it looks like the same starting 5 for Owen County, and I think looks like the same starting 5 as well for Western Hills. Lady Wolverines lead 34-18. Owen County gets the first possession of the half. Here we go. Hannah Mason out there running the point, which she did quite a bit last year. Here's Stephen, no good. Bree quickly down the floor, but Mason a nice job to stop her from going any farther. Here's a drive. Wilder, wow. That's a tough shot. Sometimes you just kind of have to tip cap, but that was a tough one. It went in. Mason, I think they got partially blocked, but is able to get her own rebound. She's the one Lady Rebel tonight who has been super aggressive with the basketball. Not afraid to go to the hole. Floyd McGuire, transfer from Carroll County, didn't have much action in the first half. Dempsey up top, Mason, driving. Nice pass to Drennan, nice no. Campbell snatches the rebound. That was a better possession, couldn't pay it off at the end. Nice crossover, another running layup, no good. Campbell throws it up, no, and we're to the foul is on.
He did those numbers backwards.
He did. I thought 32. Foul was on Drennan, her third. Campbell free throw, good. And Kincaid will come in and Drennan. (37-18). Lady Rebels behind. Second free throw was good. Campbell puts it up there. One hand when she let go. Usually you see two hands on the ball. She has one hand on the ball and is 4 of 5 tonight. Here's McGuire to Kincaid. Lady Rebels down 20. Largest deficit of the night. Stephen going to work and block. And Steffens gets slow on the other end as she landed hard. Bree Wolf for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Dempsey. Mason, nice pass to McGuire, who was running floor. And it's knocked away by Bree Wolf. Good hustle by her. Back on defense and stop the easy layup. Owen County is Stephen come out as she is holding that lower back. She took quite the fall. McGuire right back to Dempsey. To McGuire, a little two-man game. McGuire 3 got her first points as a Rebel. That was a good play by the two of them. 38-21. Bree Wolf, 3 ball, no good. Front of the rim, rebound, back up, no. And McGuire the rebound. Lady Rebels a little spark, and then McGuire has it taken away. All the way to the basket. Elliott fouled. Basket is good by Armstrong. She will have a chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. That's one of those where Brooklyn kind of has to learn, just let that go.
Or foul them hard to where they don't make it.
Exactly. Some confusion on who the foul was on. The official signaled the wrong player. I think he signaled it on Dempsey. It's all good now. Armstrong looking for her 10th point of the night. Free throw, good. 41-21. Western Hills on top. Trying to get McGuire on the cut. McGuire puts it up and in. Again, Hannah Mason with a nice pass, and McGuire finished. She has 5 quickly here in the third. Wolf puts up a 3, no good. Rebound put back up and in by Ava Curtis. She now has 4. That's her field goal. Every time it seems like the Lady Rebels are trying to get a little something going, Like that ball just falls into the hands of Curtis after the miss by Wolf for the easy basket, and then the Lady Rebels turn it over on their end. Chance to see the Owen County cheerleaders. Some new faces. Like Soldier Boy. They had Soldier Boy playing. They turned it up. There we go. Good job by the cheerleaders. Lady Rebels down 20. Opening night here at the Grit. Boys on the road at West Hills playing the Wolverines. It's kind of ironic that your two teams, of course, some of this snow related, but that you're the same schools. The boys would be at one school, the girls would be at the other, playing on the same night.
You know, looking at the schedule, when we were getting our plans for this, it looked like a lot of the games were scheduled that way, and it makes sense why they would do that.
Oh, nice pass, our play to step in and steal the pass by Elliott. McGuire head fake, Kincaid. I think McGuire wanted to shoot that. Kincaid will let another three ball go. No good, too strong. Wolf drives and just throws it up, and it's out of bounds. She's trying to get a foul, but
that was really good defense there.
I agree with you. Just a nice job of walling off Bree Wolf by Brooklyn Elliott. The official right there, we're sometimes quick to criticize. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah,
and I would say that if that's the other way, too. So
we almost got in trouble that one time.
Yeah. She looks right here at me. Pass over to Elliott. Lady Rebels down 20, nearing the halfway mark of the quarter. Reverse layup, no good. And then knocked out of bounds, and it's stays with Owen County. That was one where Chloe Dempsey, I thought, knocked it out of bounds and immediately put her hands up like I didn't do anything. And the official agreed with her. He caught it. And down to Mason. Nice pass. And no good. Dempsey missed it. I don't know if Dempsey was quite ready for the pass.
Yeah, it looks like she kind of took that dribble to catch it.
I like the chemistry, though, between those tonight. They've had some moments tonight where they've looked for each other. Both sophomores. Both played a lot of minutes last year. Oh, and Mason reaches in behind and steals it away. And a reach-in foul on Bree Wolf. And that's her fourth. So the Lady Rebels will inbound as Wolf's going to come out of the game and be in place by Kara McDonald, who had 6 points off the bench in the first half. Think about Kylie Steffen been in there for a few minutes. Of course, she got a little banged up on that play, but you know, sometimes when you hit your back like that, sometimes the best to do is keep moving so it doesn't tighten up. Dim fakes, drives, has blocked and a foul. No, I think up top, the block was good. I think he's going to call the foul. Yes, he's called the foul underneath. Madison Armstrong's coming in and knocking it away. Dempsey makes good on the first one. And the second, she now has 8. I think it's one thing, Braden, when you're trying to get back into a rhythm offensively and trying to make up a deficit, it doesn't hurt to try, and there's a foul, Kincaid. If she'd put her hands straight up, she'd have been okay. She slapped down on the ball and called for the foul. But I think for Owen County, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive and try to draw some fouls, try to get to the free throw line a little more.
And I think we're already seeing that some in the second half with Hannah Mason driving the ball, Chloe McGuire taking some shots. They're getting more aggressive on it. I think if they'd done that in the first half, it probably wouldn't be as far of a spread as it is now. But like you said, they might call some of those fouls in there, get to the free throw line, and pick up some extra points.
There's over the back call on Ava Curtis. And that's her second. Mason to McGuire. Kincaid. McGuire thought about 3. Still thinking about it. Out of Kincaid. Down and driving, throws one up, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, and a good call right there as Dempsey knocked it out of bounds. It's going to get Shelby Simpson back in, and it's going to get Curtis out of the game for Westwood Hills. Be back with you in here on Friday night. Owen County Lady Rebels taking on Lexington Catholic. First boys action will be next Tuesday night. The Rebels will be home against Shelby County. Trying to get it down low to Campbell. Good play by Dempsey to knock it away. Ladies have it down 18, 2 minutes to go in the third. Dempsey up top to Kincaid. She'll let it fly. No. Out of bounds, and it stays with Owen County.
Yeah, that one might be challenged if it was college.
I know that's a good thing that you want to get the calls right, but some of these college games at the end, on these really close out of bounds calls, these replays, they need to be like we don't see it in a minute. We're with the original call. Some of them just take ridiculously long as Kylie stepped in, just forces one up and gets it to go in. She now has 7.
Well, it's supposed to be a part of the whole process, too. It has to be definitive or they can't overturn it. It shouldn't take that long to determine if it's definitive or not.
There's good defense by Dempsey. Lady Rebels throw it away. Elliott trying to get McGuire, not on the same page. And thought Dempsey must have gotten away with a foul, and then Simpson got a little fluff. There wasn't a foul called, and she went and fouled herself. Second foul on Simpson, and that's the 4th of the quarter, so Lady Rebels will be shooting next time. There's an infraction on the Lady Wolverines. Lady Rebels need buckets. Minute and 13 to go in the third. They trail by 16. Dempsey drives, keeps the top. Kincaid again. Let go. 2. Her foot was on the line, and I thought from here it looked like that. And a good call. She now has 5. 43-29. Lady Rebels chipping away, and there's a bucket. I tell you what, that young lady is tough. That is Sakota Wilder. She has 12. She's a couple of just tough shots here in this quarter. Three-pointer, Dempsey, no good. Rebound controlled by Western Hills. Here's Wilder. McDonald, wide open 3, got it. And again, a little rally by the Lady Bulls gets thwarted. Drennan drives up and good. She can do that.
It's good to see an 8th grader do that too. And she's confident enough to be able to drive in.
That wouldn't have counted anyway had it have gone. So we have reached the 4th quarter, and it is 47-31. Western Hills on top. Owen County had it to back to 14. But that 3 there by McDonald near the end of the quarter was a big-time shot for Western Hills to put them in control. That would have been one where if you could have gotten it back to 10, maybe even 12, you'd feel a little better. And with the three-point shot in high school basketball, in college basketball, 16 points isn't as much as what it used to be. People are going to say it's still 16 points, but with the three-point baskets, you have the ability to get back in the game a lot quicker. It only takes a couple sometimes, and you feel like you're back in it. But on the flip side, you can be out of it in a hurry too if you're not taking care of it.
Yeah, I think at this point, West Hills is probably going to try to slow them. They're doing good speeding it up, but if they can slow it down, they would be able to stop that run later. If they do get a few of those threes to go in, but then again, it's kind of the.
Do you like that? I understand what you're saying.
I mean, changing rhythm could help, but speeding it up, working right now. So I don't know how they would stop for the offensive sake. But I guess that's why we're up here and on their coaching.
Yeah, I think sometimes
you don't want to take your foot off the gas.
Right. I think sometimes you can overthink it as a coach too, and you see that a lot in sports. But yeah, I just keep doing what you're doing. You're up 17, but we'll see. The one thing that they have done all night very well is play defense. Kincaid blocked and a foul, and that looked like a pretty good block. They got Shelby Simpson.
Might have been a little body contact there, but not much.
You're listening for the time. Braden graduated from Owen County. I teach here. I'm wearing maroon right now. But we both try to call him as we see him, and that was close. Second one good. So 48-33, Rebels need a stop. Need a bunch of stops. Oh, that's a carry, and he got the call. Coach Wesselman gets the assist because as soon as she said it, the official blew the whistle. Jenna Hughes not pleased with that. But give the assist to Coach Wesselman. 48-33 again. And 3-ball here gets you right back to within 12. Mason drives, lays it up. Good. That's her first points of the second half, and it's a 13-point game. We saw the JV squad come all the way back from 10 down. In fact, they held Western Hills scoreless in the quarter. Owen County's really extended the defense, playing well. Simpson's 3, no good. Rebound. McGuire hauls it in for Owen County. Owen County could get it back to 10 with 3 here. And McGuire's going to take it, and it's short. Did it get deflected?
Nope. I think.
Well, the way that the Owen County players, the way Drennan and Dempsey went after it, it clearly didn't. But I thought for a second.
Kind of an odd ball flight. It kind of looked like it was deflected.
Could be a missed opportunity right there. Wilder, Simpson, 3. Yep, it was. Shelby Simpson knocks in a triple. And it's back to 16. Put a little star next to that trip because That could have been a big swing. Here's Mason. Kincaid not afraid to let it get out there tonight. Missed it. And the rebound controlled by Western Hills. Callie Steph. Oh, big collision up top. A blocking foul on Brennan. About took the official out with them. That's her fourth. Callie Steffen still over there on the bench. Fourth foul on Drennan, first on Owen County and a half. Bree Wolf goes right by Elliott, and then blocked from behind, and a foul.
She had her hand down on her back. I think that's where the foul part comes in. Otherwise, the block was clean.
Tell you what I do like watch this Western Hills club. Yes. They are in the same district with Franklin County and Great Cross. So yes, they are playing some pretty good teams every year within the district. I do like they are an athletic bunch. I mean, Wolf right there put that ball in the court going right by Brooklyn Elliott. We've seen Dakota Wilder make tough shots tonight. And the way they guard Dempsey or McGuire, however, with a good drive, can't finish. Bunch of seniors for the West Hills Lady Wolverines, and Wilder, wow. She can play a little bit. That's a case where Owen County didn't stop the ball. Elliott throws it away. 20-point game can't get worse. And I'm not sure how there wasn't a foul on that, but Wilder throws one up, no good. Gets her on rebound and a foul. She takes some crazy shots, I'm not gonna lie, but she's made several of them tonight. Steffen back into the game.
Well, you can't come out yet because you're shooting a free throw, I thought. Mate, no.
The foul on the floor.
Yeah, it was on the floor. I was thinking it was on the play before that. I thought there was supposed to be a foul, but there was.
Inbound, Simpson, bucket. Nice inbounds play. A couple times tonight they run a good inbounds play and been score. That's another example. 57-55. Just a couple of minutes ago, it was a 13-point game, and Owen County had a chance to get it 10. Since then, it's been all Western Hills. Kincaid, another miss. And Wolf the rebound. It's a 9-0 run for Western Hills. Wolf baseline, nope, rebound. Gibson has it taken away. Nearing the halfway point of the fourth quarter. And a timeout, Owen County. Not a lot of movement right there. A lot of just dribbling the ball into the court, and Coach Wesselman calls a timeout. 3:58 to go in the game. 57-35. Some other action going on tonight around the 31st District. Girls action. Iroquois is at Eminence. Henry County is at Collins. As I already mentioned, Owen County, the boys are at Western Hills tonight. Gallatin County, who's already 0-1, they are at Beechwood tonight. If you take a look, Trimble County girls are 1-0. They won last night at Lexington Christian, 52-45 on the boys' side. Trimble County is 0-1. They lost to Highlands Latin, 74-39. Gallatin boys, as I mentioned, lost Monday night to Southern, 60-51, and Emmons lost last night, Heritage Academy, 69-65. Kylie Steffen trying to get a screen, does. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound loose. Controlled by Owen County. McGuire to step, taken away. Armstrong lays it up and in. Mason driving, cut off Dempsey. Now Kincaid. McGuire puts up a shot, no good, and all Coach Wessel wants to do is sit over there and shake her head.
A little frustration foul there.
I always wonder, and I'm not saying this because I think this is why they're not playing great tonight, as we get a lot of subs into the game right now. Owen County hasn't been in school for a couple days, and you do wonder. You do wonder in the case where kids aren't in normal routine, what it's like. I have again not saying that's what's a 24-point game right now. A lot of reasons for that, but and I wonder if coaches, even Coach Duval Noyes, will be happy, assuming that we're back in school tomorrow. And a little hand check on McGuire. The only thing with a hand check call is you just want officials to be consistent. I feel like that happens a lot more. It doesn't get called, and then that one seemed maybe a little ticky-tack.
It might be different at each level too, or even preferences of the refs. And like you said you want it to be called consistent, but I've watched a lot of college basketball this year so far, and there's not been any. I mean, they have been two-handed on everybody, and they've not called anything. Now, when it gets to a point to where they hold, then it's different. But I've not really seen hand checks called at the college level.
So once again, I have a player not on my roster. That's number 3. She made both throws look good doing it. (61-35). Down low to Dempsey. Nice strong move and a bucket, and she scores. The foul was on number 5. That's Spencer Hudl. Her first. Free throw too strong off the back iron. Rebound controlled by Estel. It's going to take me a couple minutes to get all these names. I apologize in advance. If you're watching from Frankfurt tonight, down low, pass goes through the hands of Lexi Moore.
That's
yeah,
ironic.
Lexi Moore. We know Lex Moore, her brother Tegan, playing right now at Western. Playing very well.
Very well.
Had a chance over the weekend, over the Thanksgiving holiday, to watch all 3 of his games down at the Battle for Atlantis. And I said he's one of those guys, and Coach Duval and I talked about him, and he's one of those guys to me that doesn't jump off the screen. He's just really solid. And when you look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, you're like, man, that kid really good. Brooklyn Ellen with the basketball. Down low to Lucy Christie's in. A little hook shot up.
Good take.
I thought she might see a little more action tonight. She's one of those that I think could really potentially help this squad. Down low. Oh, that's a double dribble. So the Lady Rebels have Aniston Kamek.
No, he called a foul there on Western Hills.
Oh, he did?
I think it was a push away from the ball. No, he called on Owen County.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I'm still not entirely sure what happened.
I was watching it. I thought he was going to call double dribble, but here's Lexi Kelly getting 2 free throws, and it's good.
Now they're not in the bonus, are they?
No.
I don't think she was shooting.
I have no idea.
I'm
not even going to lie. I was watching it as it happened, so don't think I was looking at my phone and something else. I was watching it. She misses the second rebound, put back up, no good by Addison Robinette, and she dribbled on the inline out of bounds. Zoe Bond for Owen County down to Hardesty.
Good pass.
It was. Hardesty's going to be mad at herself for not finishing. We should see her when she misses a par putt. Cornett comes away with it for a second. Now Hardesty. Zoe Bond, an 8th grader. Where number 15 got into a tough spot on the floor. There's a good pass to Cam, who can't handle it. Under a minute to go, 62-39. Good pass, and a foul, and it's going to send Lexi Moore to the free throw line. Free throw good. Lady Rebels going to lose their first one. They're going to be 0-1 here in about 45 seconds. Western Hills 1-0. Second free throw by Lexi Moore is good.
I heard that in a while.
There's the hero of the game, Hallie Tyree. Over to Hardesty, and she's fouled by Lexi Moore.
Now that's really weird here over the PA.
Inbound to Cornett, taken away, and that's going to be a foul on Robinette. Which, if you didn't know, is Joe Bob's middle name. I don't know if you knew that or not. I really honestly never heard that name very much until he was president, and I knew that was his middle name, and now it's Robinette. Tyree to Kincaid, and it's out of bounds, and it stays with Owen.
I definitely heard it. It's just I don't have these useless facts. Yeah, we'll just cut it down to 9.
I'm not going to bore you to death, but I am a nerd. I know from like JFK on, I know a lot of the president's middle names, and I don't even know why. 15 seconds ago, people are like, thank God there's only 10 seconds left. Kamek throws it up, no good. And I think the officials, they called it travel. I think they didn't really want to call anything right there. So Bond will inbound. 5 seconds exactly. Lobs it in. Tyree, no good. Rebound on the floor, and that's going to do it. Lady Rebels fall tonight here at home, 64-39. We'll add up the scoring totals for you here in just a moment, and I'll give you those.
6-point game.
All right, so for Western Hills, they were led tonight by Dakota Wilder, who finished with 14 points. Madison Armstrong with 12. Malia Campbell had 10. And then Shelby Simpson with 7. Kara McDonald had 9. Ava Curtis had 4 points. Lexi Kelly had 1. Lexi Moore had a couple. And Bree Wolf had 3. For Owen County, they were led tonight by Chloe Dempsey, who finished with 10 points. Addison Kincaid had 7, along with Kylie Steffen. Chloe McGuire with 5. Hannah Mason had 6. Salem Drennan had 2, and Lucy Hardy had 2. I think the one thing you take away, and you have to think about if you're an Owen County fan, if you're Coach Wesselman, if you're players on this team, it's one game. You got a lot to work on. You knew that already. You're going to get back in here tomorrow. You're going to watch film. Maybe you won't. I don't know. And you're going to get back after it. It's a long season, and one game a season does not make. And every now and then you have one of those, Braden, where you just throw it away. Just forget about it. And you learn from this, but ultimately you just have to kind of forget about it and move on. And Friday night they'll get a chance to do that.
One thing I would like to see is rebounding. They struggled a lot in the first half on both ends of the court. I know there's possession. The Wolverines got like 3 or 4 offensive boards. It's really hard to do that and win the ball game. Now, you know, Western Hills was very strong offensively as well. The score shows it. It wasn't all. And you'll have that on teams like that. But in some of these teams that you're able to stay in the game with offensively, offensive boards are very important.
Taking a look at our corporate sponsors one more time before we wrap up here tonight. And again, big thank you to them: Adidas, Amigo, Ashcraft Realty, Blue Care Navigators, Bourne Law Office, Broadlink, Bush Realty, TCU, Call Family Pharmacies, Double D Dumpsters, Eads Logging, Elk Creek Hunt Club, Family Billiards Pool Hall, German American, Golden Triangle Realty, Golden Triangle Roofing, Graphics for Athletics, H&W Dukes, Hudl's Auto Sales, IGA, Kelly Brothers, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kentucky State Target Association, K Timbers, Kentucky Tumble, McDonald's, NAS, National Guard, Owen Electric, Owenton Healthcare, Owen Pawn and General Store, Perry Logistics, Snappy, Southern States, State Farm, Texas S Bow Hunting Ranch, and Young's Screen Printer. Our player of the game tonight would be Chloe Dempsey. She finished tonight with 10
Western
points.
Hills.
Oh. Yes. Yes. He put up 4, and Chloe Dempsey would be the player of the game for Owen County. But Dakota Wilder for Western Hills. Wrong 4, TJ.
It's our first game of the year, too.
Yeah, just throw it away. You just throw it away. All right, we will be back on the air Friday night. Hopefully I'll get it right the next time. As Owen County will be here. The girls will be against Lexington Catholic. Then they hit the road next Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday they'll be at North Oldham. Thursday at Eminence. The boys, they will be at Mercer County on Saturday before being home for the first time on Tuesday night against Shelby County. And then Friday night they will be at Imminent. Braden, it's been fun. First one of the year. We got a lot more. So
yes.
we got
a long ways to go.
We'll go back, watch the films where we messed up, and we'll get better next time. That's going to do it. Western Hills did tonight over Owen County, 64-39. For all our corporate sponsors and for Braden Howard, this is Brian Blair saying good night from Owen.